So let's talk some group fitness do's and don'ts. So group fitness can be really fun. It's really motivating and can help get you out the door and be the thing that helps get that social aspect of exercise in. So totally in support of it. At the same time, you have to make sure you do it smart. So we often see a lot of injuries come on because of group fitness or running with friends or exercising with other people because you feel some pressure to go with the group and do what they're doing, or to keep up with the class and do the weight that the friend or somebody over across the room is doing that you're like, well, I should be as strong as them. Things like that can lead to injury. So a couple of tips there. One is you kind of have to get over yourself. You can't have that pride of like, oh, I should be able to do more, or I used to do more, or I, whatever that thing is that makes you push maybe beyond what you should on this day. That can really blow you up in the long term. No one workout is that important that it's worth blowing up everything for. And so take it easy. Take it at your pace. Even if the instructor is screaming, come on, harder, faster, whatever, take it at your pace. Base it on how you're feeling and where you're at in your fitness right now. Don't feel like you have to push. Don't feel like you have to be the best one in the class. It's okay. Nobody else is really watching you anyway because they're so busy like worrying about themselves. So don't worry about it and just focus more on what's going to help build me up for the future. The other thing to think about is like, are you being intentional with your group exercise? If you've already run a bunch of miles that week and then your friends invite you to go on another run with them, is that going to push you into a zone where you're too likely to get injured? Or is that going to be too high of an intensity because they're not doing the slow 80-20 running quite as much? Is that going to be too high of an intensity to where it's throwing off your whole program? So you just have to be careful. If you know that a group run or a run with friends or a fitness class is coming up, just plan around that. Make sure that your workouts leading into that then are a little bit more low intensity so that that's part of that 80-20 balance. So being intentional with that is really important. We often say things like plyometric workouts, body pump or like high fit or other things like that, Zumba, things that are those high intensity, so either HIIT workouts or just the high intensity, get your heart rate up style cardio. Really, those are best just once a week. Doing that multiple times a week, we actually get diminishing returns. We don't really get much of a fitness benefit out of it, and our risk of injury and fatigue and hunger and a bunch of other things become higher. So just be careful with how you use it. Make sure you do it in a smart way. And if you have questions, make sure to reach out. We can help you figure out how to fold those group runs or those runs with friends or those fitness classes into your total program.